There we go. Finally live now. Gotta get this all fixed and into a good size here. Alright. Do I have audio? I don't know if that messed up when I had to do that. Alright. Yep, sounds like I do. In the middle of streaming right now, can't talk. Sorry about that. Did that actually get that down to the perfect size? That'd be awesome if it did. I doubt it, though. Got to love when your computer's video drivers are in need of an update. That is the reason why today's stream is a slight bit delayed here. It wouldn't let me do anything until I updated the drivers. And I have that notification system turned off because, well, it's a little bit of an annoyance. Just a little bit more down. No, that's too much that way. Come on. Nearly there. And then maybe just a little bit bigger. A little bit more. Just to get that last little bottom pixels there. There we go. Alrighty. Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Slorat Dragon, here with more Fate Grand Order, where we will be continuing the Lostbelt 2 story. Also, happy anniversary to Fate Grand Order, the North American server. This is its 3rd year. Woo! Now, I haven't logged on today. I do know Scotty has not been released, but I do also know that... Okay, so, ongoing happy 3rd anniversary. That's some cool art. June 25th marks 3 years since the release of the English language version of FGO. We get 30 St. Quartz, and more planned to celebrate our 3rd anniversary. Details will be announced soon. So soon, not sure when. And that's all we have right now is this lovely bit of art. I like seeing Mashu with both eyes. That's a good look for her. And 30 free quartz, which is awesome. Looks like I gained around almost 800 friend points. That's cool. And yeah. Take the chain. I didn't realize that there was a login issue. And then we get 31 quartz because login bonus and the anniversary. So we are now sitting pretty in the 500 quartz range. Allow me to just do some quick mental maths here. So, 167, I think, is what you get with the biggest quartz package. That will put us at 685 quartz. I'm getting more and more tempted to roll for Sigurd. More and more tempted indeed. Kind of wish we could visit this. Just like I wish we could visit here. Really wish it. But that is all wishes and dreams for now. Let's continue with the chapter. So, we are on Section 9, Like the Spring Sunshine, beginning. This is a 4-arrow section. I have no idea how much more is left in this Lostbelt, although given the size, maybe a little bit. Might be a fair bit. I guess we'll find out. Let us start Section 9. I would do a recap, but yeah, not much really. We met Sitanai. Dante's may or may not have been unsummoned, though based on what I've read, he might actually exist in our head and not as a properly materialized servant, so that's interesting. We were captured by Scotty, met Canis properly for the first time, escaped Koyan, and forged a proper contract with Napoleon Bonaparte. When did things get like this? I still think those are human and Munin. Whenever I see two birds flying around the sky, I think back to the Age of Gods, to the long-distant past. Back then, the world was vividly real, and the great gods oversaw everything. Yes, there were cruel competitions and wars replete with tragic loss. But it seems to me that the world back then was one of pride and dignity. Freya offered blessings of love and fertility. Njordur supported the seas and watched over the seafarers and fishermen of the world. Baldur gave us light and beauty, while Mimir gave us the sacred well. Even during battles when by all rights life should have been lost mercilessly, Odin and Thor were there to keep watch over the proceedings. Back then, I really do think we all loved one another. And not in the intense, feverish way that leads to people getting hurt. I think it was the gentle sort of love, like the spring sun warming your skin. At least, that's how it felt to me. Which is why I don't understand, how did we end up drifting so far apart? How did we end up with such ugly, horrifying feelings within ourselves? Feelings colder than the merciless ice and hotter than a raging fire. I do wonder who is speaking. Are we going to find out? The targets fought off Koyan's attack and made their escape. It's still unclear which path they took once outside the castle, but knowing your majesty, I imagine you already know exactly where they are. In addition, we found signs that the targets had come in contact with the imprisoned divine spirit amalgamation. I'm only speculating here, but I believe the prisoner may have told them about the dangerous elements sealed away in Mount Hinderfjall No. 2. Just tell us where they currently are, your majesty, and Sibra and I will hurry up and recapture them. No, it's not important. Leave them be. I have already decided to love both the children of Chaldea and the strange arch with an unwieldy cannon. Do not force me to repeat myself again, Ophelia. I will not allow them to be killed. But your majesty, you are the one who empowered Sacred Spirit Origin, are you not? He is not capable of anything so delicate as capturing prisoners. He would much rather kill them. He would cut down anything in his way. The Celtic woman within me tells me with absolute certainty that that servant cannot be easily used. He himself, like a demonic sword, inevitably bound to hurt its wielder. I suggest you occasionally spend some time reflecting upon yourself, Ophelia Famisalone, daughter of humanity. While you are at it, give some thought to that girl, Mash, as well as that archer. Very well. Interesting. Hey, Randy, welcome, welcome, welcome. How be things, how be things? That archer Napoleon couldn't possibly have meant what he said. He's nothing more than a ghost, an empty shade of a human mocking me. Obviously, it was nothing more than a ploy to confuse me. Did he think I'd fall for something so absurd? Still, I should have visited them in prison. I shouldn't have let that archer deter me from that. Now I don't know if I'll ever get to talk to Mash again. Oh, the bitch. Hi, Koyan Sakaya here, reporting back from the front lines. There's nothing quite like losing my whole private army. I'm afraid the contract with these giants I borrowed from my majesty is now null and void, since I kinda made a botch of that attack. With all my dependable Jotun gone, I guess that means I finally had a major loss. And yet I seem not to be the only one down in the dumps here. What's the matter, Ophelia? You're in the Queen's good graces. You're one of the cryptors and part of the successful plot to completely upend the world. And what's more, you command an incredibly powerful servant to boot. So what could possibly be bothering you? What's on your mind? None of your business. Didn't I tell you to stay out of my room? Now, we girls have to stick together. This attitude right here is why Miss Carolite doesn't want to be friends with you, you know. What would you know about? More than you think, honey. Believe it or not, I'm actually very sensitive to human emotions. On top of that, we're actually fairly similar. I know you're my own sister. Huh. Similar in what way? Well, there's the fact we both put our jobs first and foremost. We're both driven and meticulous, yet we become hopelessly devoted, perhaps to our detriment, when it comes to love. Huh. What is she talking about? But enough joking, in all seriousness, you make me sick. A real woman is supposed to be able to balance work life and love life, but you have feelings for Kristaria Udime, but you just can't relax about it. You can't stop worrying. You believe what you're doing is right, but you're still not comfortable with it. You love him, but you cannot fully commit to his cause. You cling to him even as you just keep your distance. Do you know why that is? I'll tell you. It's because you never really had someone help you before. You've never had so much as a single friend in all your life, isn't that right? A friend? A mage's life is devoted to magecraft. We don't need friends. We don't. That's so sad, you cheeky little thing, pretending like you don't need others to survive. Kristaria is going to be so disappointed.
He may like to talk big, but deep down everything he does is motivated by a deep love for humanity. Even though he knows all too well that, at their heart, humans are just wild animals instinctually driven to help, respect, and kill one another. Listen, honey, as long as you have minds of your own, hopes and dreams aren't enough to keep humanity going. You need to have a bit of sympathy and affection too, you know. All the more, if you were never able to depend on family, really I'm surprised you didn't jump at the chance to marry that archer who proposed. Are you just incapable of swallowing your pride? Or is there more to it that you're afraid to be honest with yourself about the fact you've never really trusted anyone? I am not. Oh, yes, you are. Right this moment you're so scared you can barely stand up, aren't you? Even though this place is a never-ending Wednesday. Stop it. Poor little rich girl. Even though you'll never have to worry about the oh-so-terrifying Sunday here, you still can't shake your anxieties about it. But you don't have to tremble in fear anymore, Ophelia. Remember where you are right now. Go on, take a good look around. This Lostbelt is a never-ending Wednesday. That's all there can be after Odin went and died. There couldn't be any better world for you to live in, Ophelia Famasalon. Stop it, one more word and I'll wipe you out of existence. I don't care what you think you know about me. Keep talking about it and I will kill you. Leave, right now. If you're not going by the time I get back, I'm sending my knight after you. Is that clear? Oh my, how dreadful. Was it something I said? Well, they do say good fences make good neighbors. Very well, I apologize, and I won't mention it again. On a different note, you're leaving already? Didn't you just get back? I'm going to the terrace. I need some fresh air.
The annoyance? Oh, the annoyance that Ophelia's feeling at Koyan, or another kind of annoyance? Perhaps are you facing the annoyance of buffering once more?
That put some fire back in her eyes. Maybe I was overstepping my bounds a bit. What do you think?
I don't know what the point of you women talking to one another is, and I don't care. Either you were giving her a pep talk, or you were trying to piss her off. Which one was it?
Which do you think it was?
Koya? Fair enough. Yeah, she is I wouldn't say annoyance, I would say more of a biatch. But I suppose those two aren't mutually exclusive.
What, are you stupid? Why would I be asking if I knew? Well, no matter. It doesn't affect me one way or another. Play around for all you like, but if you go too far, I'll kill you.
Oh, I'm so scared. That's exactly what your problem is, Mr. Demonic Sword Knight. Or should I say, your majesty. I know what I'm doing. I would never treat a valued customer with anything less than the utmost respect. And since we also have the Tree of Emptiness and the unsightly Queen to worry about, I'm counting on Ophelia to help this Lostbelt's true nature shine through.
Okay, so she just called, Sigurd your majesty. But he's not the Lostbelt's servant. Are they planning on doing to Scotty what Kadok did to Ivan, and have Sigurd become the Lostbelt king after Scotty dies? It's a possibility. It's a very distinct possibility. Road to the end. This one's got an assassin node. We will, of course, bring along the archer. However, this time, Melt is gonna take the lead. I'm close. Close but no cigar? And actually, I want you there. Just in case. Just in case. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Melt. Let's go. Another lovely day. It doesn't even look like we'll have to worry about a blizzard, senpai. Almost on point. Like, in the game of hot to cold, how close am I to being on fire? At this pace, we should be able to reach our destination before sundown. Yeah, it is good weather today, although a little cold. Fo-fo! Good morning, Fo. Did you sleep well? Fo! I finished packing up the Kaze Easy camping kit. We can get going whenever you want, Master. Hey, Phoenix. Welcome, welcome. How you be, how you be? Hot, then on fire. Okay. Interesting, interesting.
What a great morning. It may be awfully chilly here, but at least the weather's always nice and calm.
That high? Okay. Good to know. You were listening to yesterday's VOD? Ah, okay, cool. I actually saw that the VOD has been getting a lot of views, which is surprising, really. Very surprising that the VOD got that many views. They don't normally get that many.
I was a little worried we might have to shake off some pursuers, but luckily we made it through the whole night without incident.
Thank you for standing guard all night, Napoleon. It really helped us catch our breath and rest a while.
Mon plaisir, mademoiselle. The stars and the aurora made it really easy to pass the time. Besides, gotta use the right tool for the job. Since we hero experienced don't need to sleep, I was obviously the best choice.
Somebody in David's chat was misleading you about your servant. Because they were under okay, somebody in my chat was misleading about David's servant. Because they're under a misconception. Okay. Gotcha. Is it about the fact that they're possibly a grand servant, perhaps?
We don't need to eat either, but of course we can still enjoy a good meal. Gotta say, these rations you brought with you are impressive. I had no idea we'd come so far with how we made and preserved food.
Once you see the big threat, you'll see why it was nearly on point. Okay. We know it's Grand Berserker, but we don't know what they look like. Okay. Oh, it's the whole 4 arms thing. So, darn. We might not have General Grievous and General Kenobi as servants, then. Darn.
If only my Grand Armée had that kind of food. The best we could come up with was bottled goods, and trust me, they weren't very much help in Russia. I wish I'd been able to mass-produce canned goods. Things might have turned out differently.
When did canning actually... That's a good question. When did canning actually become, a very... known thing? Like, when did canning actually take off? I don't actually know that. And it's a curiosity, too, because that's, like, one of the main ways to preserve food outside of salting it. Oh, that's a servant from Lostbelt 3. Gotcha. Cool. Thanks for that, Phoenix. So you have no idea what the Grand Berserker looks like. It's the large... Oh, the Dark Souls inspired... No, the Bloodborne inspired servant. I gotcha. Because he looked... I've seen his final Ascension art. I have no idea who he is. All I know is that people were saying, this servant looks like they were inspired by Bloodborne / Dark Souls. And I looked at it. Yeah, that kind of thing wouldn't look too out of place in Bloodborne / Dark Souls. That's a very obscure fact, so sure, why not?
You really know your stuff, Private. That's right, I held a contest so you could come up with the best way to improve our rations. A confectionator by the name of Nicholas Eppert ended up winning. He came up with an airtight container and the idea to sterilize them with heat. Of course, since we used glass bottles, they ended up breaking all the time, which is a real mess in more ways than one.
Foo-foo. But you did still pay Eppert the full reward, right?
Of course, if nothing, I'm nothing if not generous, you know. Besides, he had some really great ideas.
That's alright, Phoenix. And alright, thanks for stopping by, man. And thank you for correcting that misconception as well. I do hope to see you in the future.
Canned goods and those things you call vacuum packs all originate from Eppert's work with bottles. That goes for Caldea's rations, too. Pretty impressive when you think about it. Anyway, now that we've had breakfast and our morning chit-chat, shall we be on our way?
Yes, I'm ready whenever you two are. I would have liked to report our current status to everyone on the border before we left, but... Foo-foo! Foo! Yes, Fo, I know there's no point in asking for the impossible. Even if Da Vinci has expanded our Mystic Code drone's comm range, given our current location...
Way too far away.
Right. At the moment calling them just isn't feasible.
Guess we'll just have to find this other goddess first, then. On with the ultra-high-speed cross-country ski tour. I wonder if we'll have to scale a mountain before we can reach her.
Our destination is Mount Gladhopkin, the tallest mountain in all of Scandinavia. According to the data Ilya sent me, this third goddess should be imprisoned in the mountain's peak. On a map from proper human history, it would be located on the old Jotunheim Highlands. But
around here, at the very end of this endless string of snow and icy mountains, at least it's a straight shot there.
Right. We're currently about 230 kilometers away. If I can maintain my booster's second gear, we should reach it in a few hours.
You have some awfully impressive equipment, and its magical energy efficiency isn't half bad either. Once we get this third goddess on our side, I'd love to have a word or two with whoever made it. Especially since my skis are handmade. No, even I couldn't ask someone to carry me like you're getting done. Not really, I couldn't. I won't. I mean it. Mademoiselle, please make sure you hold on tight to Private Soul. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pace. With the strength and stamina of a heroic spirit, cruising at 200 clicks per hour is a breeze. Still, I can't really help keep that speed up all the time, with obstacles that keep popping up. Like, say, giants or a pack of wild animals. Case in point.
Yes, I see them. Master, I'm detecting several magical energy signals in our vicinity. They don't appear to be giants.
They're the ice beasts. It takes too long to go around them, and we don't want them calling their friends for help. So I say we take them out nice and quick.
Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up.
You got it.
Okay. Also, I'd have to look back at Anastasia. No, I don't. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I was gonna make a comment about how the Lostbelts only have a select couple of enemies. It seems, because I know the first Lostbelt had the uprange to the Yaga, and then there was the big Hydra things. But I'm pretty positive it had a couple more, and the big Hydra things weren't exactly unique/new enemies. Meanwhile, this Lostbelt has Ice Beasts, which do just look like they're a reskin of one of the things in Babylonia. It has Giants, and it very likely has Valkyries as far as enemies go, so one definitely has a few more unique variants of enemies, or unique enemies than the first Lostbelt did. Gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied here. And I just started the stream, too. This is not the time to be getting your words mixed up. Save that for when it's later in the stream, and you're drop-dead tired. Got it, me? I suppose there is the big one, but again, it's just sort of an icy reskin of one of the Babylonian enemies. I cannot remember the name, though, of which one it is. And that kind of annoys me. Not gonna lie. That kind of annoys me that I forgot the name. Alrighty. If we had a Buster card, I would order this differently, but we don't. So we must go like this. Let's go, Melt. Let's go. Let's go, Melt. Let's go. I think we got it. Yeah, we got this. Alright, alright. I'm pretty sure these guys drop Lenogus too, don't they? Yeah, they drop Lenogus just like the Babylonia variant of them. I gotta look up what they're called, because now it's gonna bug me if I don't know. We've destroyed all the ice beasts. The battle's over.
All right, then let's get our march back underway. We can even make a friendly race of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Napoleon, but I have to refuse. That'll be far too dangerous.
Foe! Foe!
You're sliding with Mademoiselle, Pupper. Just be careful the wind doesn't blow you away.
Go to the next Olaris board. Attachments now. Boosters activated. Switching from thruster mode, first gear to booster. Olaris board standing by. 3, 2, 1. Ignition!
Resources. No, it's probably under enemies, if there is one. Yeah, there is. Enemies. Whoa, that's a ways away. Flaming Mansion. Interesting name. It's Berserkers, but I'm still gonna stick with Melt here, because both Melt and Aresh are desperately in need of some bonding. Phantasmal beasts, perhaps? Not chimeras. Primordial? Yeah, the Iridiumus. Oh, okay, that's intriguing. The Iridiumus and the Oogalus have the Earth attribute, whereas the Isulfur and the Iskarmer have the Sky attribute. That's cool. Very interesting factoid.
Ooh, I've never seen anything like that before. The whole place is on fire.
Foo! Foo! The whole building looks like it's made of ice, and there's a wall of fire surrounding it. The fire here is just like the fire in the ice mountains. It's not melting anything around it, like it's just suspended in the air and not burning anything at all. A palace of fire. Foo! Stay, fo. Stay. Foo!
This fire is definitely made with magecraft. Nothing else could keep it burning without melting the ice palace. Maybe there's a rune of burning inscribed somewhere, or maybe the fire was brought here from a nearby mountain. Whatever the case, it makes for a hell of a bounded field. I can feel it tingling on my skin all the way from here. But that only makes sense. Of course, Mount Galdahoppingen is the highest summit in Scandinavia. Would have a fiery fortress on top of it. We are trying to bust out a goddess who could be the key to turning everything around here, after all.
Nobu thoughts? Nobu would like this castle, wouldn't she? Or is she behind it all? She is a mistress of fire, after all.
It'll take more than a berry of magecraft flame to turn this heroic spirit away.
Please be careful, Napoleon. I think this is the Palace of Fire. Both in the poem Sigurdurfumal of Poetic Edda and the Volsunga Saga mention a palace on top of the Mount Hinderfall, surrounded by a fiery hedge made from the shield of the gods. It is called the Palace of Fire. It's a bounded field created by Odin himself. This could be a large-scale ritual that uses magecraft taken from mythology, or perhaps a bounded field that's been placed since the Age of Gods.
Those flames, the shield of the gods. No, this bounded field hasn't been here since the Age of Gods. At best, it's imitation, a fancy bit of magecraft that just looks the part. Use those baby purples of yours, mademoiselle. I know your senses are dulled from the magical energy in the snow and the fire around here, but look closer. There they are inside the fire, plain as day.
Giants!
I see them. Those are Mooseful giants, just like the ones at the castle. I could tell they were stronger than the Jotnar and the Bergisar, but now there's several of them.
They're walking around that inferno like it's a cool day in autumn. Damned impressive. I love tough sorts who proud of it. I don't see anything wrapped up like before, but given how their legs are in chains, I'm guessing they're here on guard duty. Maybe the Queen's just into that sort of thing. Or could it be Ophelia? Truly.
Oh, Napoleon. I mean, you never know with a... I don't know. I wouldn't be able to guess with Ophelia because it's always the quiet ones. Or at least that's what they say. I wouldn't know personally. But it's always the quiet ones is a phrase I've heard. As for Scotty... Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't have a good enough read on Scotty.
Whatever these guys have going on, it's in very poor taste considering the old Jotunheim Highlands of Myth weren't exactly the place to be for the likes of them. If there's one thing these Moofusful over there are lacking, it's charm. Don't you agree, fire giants? Ha! You're a spirited bunch, aren't you?
They are being good sports, aren't they?
Right, we need to get through them if we're going to fulfill our objective. Our next output is stable. Automating function activated. Amalgam go to standing by.
Alright, let's smash our way through these guys.
It's time to smash. What kind of smash, though? Arc de Triomphe smash? Since it's Napoleon? A single Mooseful. That's a pretty cool background, though. That wavy flame, that is cool. Has there ever actually... Maybe water backgrounds are animated like that, but I don't think we've seen an animated background that animated. I said animated a lot there, didn't I? But that's fine. Moose will look awesome, by the way. liquid iron alarm, defense down. I counter with defense up. Your trap card falls to my reverse trap. Come on, Merlin. Oh, Merlin. Would it have killed you to crit once in that whole chain, man? Would it have killed you to? The answer's no. It's no, Merlin. Okay, we'll be fine, though. There's the crits I was talking about. Oh, no giant ring. Sadness. 2 Moosevilles. And a Melt Buster card, so we might be able to one-turn this wave if we get incredibly lucky here. Come on, stars to melt, stars to melt! Hey, there we go. Alright, we got this. Hey, Ouroboros! Welcome, welcome, welcome back. It's been a couple days. How you be? How you be? Also, I did look it up and I found out how to archive your streams. You have to go to your stream manager settings and under streaming tools, I believe it was. No, not streaming tools. It was. Hang on. Ref. Oh, you got the stream stuff from my first stream store forever lost. Sadness. A great many tears. Ouroboros. The giants attack divine enemies. That's actually interesting knowledge to know. Especially considering I employ a lot of divine servants. But worry not, Ouroboros. My first stream is also lost to the annals of time. I think it was Minecraft, maybe? But yeah, I mean, unless you set your, what streaming, program are you using? Are you using Streamlabs OBS? OBS Studios?
Nice work with that shield. It's even throwing the giants off balance. Alright, I think this calls for another cannon blast. Take this!
Target silence. That takes care of the last Mooseville. Does that mean the battle's over for now?
Abby is both divine and their worst enemy. You're not wrong. Twitch Studio don't know any better. I would definitely recommend Streamlabs OBS, as that is the best streaming software I found, and it's actually fairly easy to use as well, I would say. But it does make sense lore-wise, not just for the Abbey reason, but giants did clash with the gods constantly in Norse mythology, so, you know, it makes sense they would focus on the divine.
Nope, I'm afraid it's not going to be that easy. There's still more of them Misamis. It's still hard to make out magical energy here, but that's not the only unusual thing in the air. Can you smell it?
Now that you mention it, I can faintly make out hydrogen sulfide.
The smell. Sulfur. That's the son of a volcano. Take another look at the flames, then at the palace. Does it look like the flames have gone down in intensity at all? Have the palace doors opened up?
Flames haven't died down. Oh boy.
I can't find anything as much as a seam in that battlefield. Maybe this means we need to use Magecraft to break through. Disabling such a powerful bounded field would be a problem for Senpai and me.
Senpai and I, Mashu. I actually only started about half an hour ago, so I've still got a couple hours left in me. You know, so if you gotta handle some stuff, feel free to handle it. Feel free to handle it.
Neither of us is able to use powerful Magecraft like that.
We need a caster to help us, but with things as they are, we can't count on summoning one long term. Not to mention we still have those guards to contend with.
Here they come, more Mooseville are emerging from the fire.
Ooh la la, there's even more of them now. This must be the rest of the pack. The smart move here is to rush us all at once, fire giants. Don't bother coming one at a time. Go! Easy there, pupper. I'll pet you all you want once the battle's over, but right now you should stay back.
What was that? That sounded like a dragon. Up in the sky, it's huge!
Senpai behind me, get down!
It is a dragon, isn't it?
Fo-fo! Senpai, look! What is that? I'm not sure. It looks like some sort of large flying creature?
It's... I don't know. Is it? Is this how they make snow cones? Because, I mean, look at it. That looks like a snow cone holder. And that could be the flavored snow. Is this the secret way that snow cones are made? Alright, see you then, Ouroboros. See you then. This enemy is a mystery class here. Mystery class. So, or it's multiple. It could be multiple classes. The smart money is to stick with Melt here, actually. Because she's only weak against 3 classes, has advantage on 5 classes, and does neutral damage to the rest. Napoleon, meanwhile, would have advantage on 2 classes, weakness to 1 class, and neutral damage against the rest. Granted, Melt's advantage isn't as big of an advantage as Napoleon's, but still, I think we'll keep with Melt in the lead. Which again, actually, considering that I'm up against God Killers, probably is not the best idea, now that I say it aloud. It really isn't. Okay, Mooseful starting things. That's fine. And a very good, strong first turn for Melt as well. Give us a near Buster Blast, if only she had one more Buster card, but... I'm actually glad she doesn't. That was a damn good hit. That's a damn bad thing, though. Ooh. Double defense down. That could be very, very negative. Very, very negative. Is it a crit? Ah, come on, Melt. You were so close. Ouch. Ouch. These damn Mooseful, they smack hard. At least there's only gonna be 1 left. Although that doesn't reduce the amount of attacks we're gonna take, because, yeah. Yeah, I need to use the invincibility now. Melt's too low on the old health front. 1 crit kills. And I cannot afford a dead Melt. Rather, I don't want a dead Melt, you know? There's the crit I was hoping to see. Only 13 stars, I think it said. That's a little low, but it's fine. What are we up against here? It's a caster, so I made the right choice to keeping Melt. Alright, I mean... things are already looking pretty solid with Melt's single Buster card right now, having a 70% crit chance. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine here. This will determine it. Yeah, we're fine. All will be well that ends well. Unless it has some sort of hidden mechanic, which, you know, I wouldn't put it past the developers, but I'm going to be casually optimistic. I'm also going to lead with the Buster crit, so make sure that last quick card has a bit of a damage boost. 180,000 point crit. Nice. Okay, we're good. Whatever this was. And actually, maybe I should have let it live for 1 turn so I could have seen what exactly it actually did. Oh well. It dropped for us some void dust, though, so, I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Damn, this thing's tough. I still can't tell what the hell it is, but it looks to be about as hard as the Sphinx's face. The fire giants certainly aren't helping either.
Doesn't look like they're working together, though. It looks like they're both so focused on us, they're not even seeing each other.
Yep, I'd say you're right about that. I must have really pissed this thing off. I just wish I knew what I did to make it so angry. It doesn't look too bad at a glance.
It really doesn't.
Ha, I think it just laughed. Nope, I still got nothing. I don't suppose you two have any idea, do you?
I like how Napoleon always looks at the brighter side of things, you know? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even really look like a living creature, though. It's the first time we've run into something like this as well. It's exceptionally aggressive. For made from Magecraft, I'd expect to be more mechanical. It could be a phantasmal unique to this Lostbelt. Or it could be a demonic beast from a self-contained ecosystem that has never been mentioned in any myth or legend. Foe! Cow! Huh? It's not. Go on then, Foe. Tell us everything you can. Foe! Foe! What's he saying? I still haven't learned to translate. I'm sorry, Senpai. I can grasp the idea, but I can't exactly make sense of it as a language. I've always admired Dr. Dolittle, but I'm afraid I just don't have that kind of talent. Yeah, hardly anybody can talk to animals. We have a few, but... It does happen occasionally, but no, you're right. Resuming combat mode.
We need to take the giants out first. Things will get out of hand real fast if they gang up on us. 3 fire giants left. Alright, let's do this thing. I'll fill them all up with holes. 1. 2. 3. Break 'em, smash 'em, make your way through.
You destroyed all the moose. Wait, if everyone's still alive.
And here I thought I scored a direct hit. Aha, now I see. This one's a really fierce warrior. It used its fallen comrade's body as a human, giant shield. Brave and cold-blooded. I like it. I love it.
Foe! Foe!
Whoa there.
He started hurling boulders. I mean, large blocks of ice. But don't worry, I can block them as long as I stay focused on defense.
Do it. It takes time to take this guy down for good. Let's see how you like a barrage.
Consecutive impact confirmed, but the unidentified creature and the last remaining moose will have been.
Get out of here!
The unidentified creature has been flying directly into the palace. Firewall shows no sign of going up, but the palace's outer wall has taken a significant damage.
When Orion beat Ace and LB2. How did you get Orion 3 whole Lostbelts early, Randy? Like, gasp.
Sorry about that, I tried to hold back, but the damn thing was so tough I ended up really going all out. Oh crap, this is bad. I just knocked that thing into the palace. What if it ends up eating our sleeping beauty? Even if it doesn't, what if she ends up being buried with the palace?
It's alright, I don't think there's any reason to worry.
How can you be so sure?
Just a feeling, but a strong one. I'm right about this. And the one in the palace has to be...
Whoa, that thing just got knocked back out of the palace.
And it got dusted. It got snapped.
Foe!
Bryn! Voice for Bryn, voice for Bryn.
Good morning, everyone. I am the daughter of Odin, and the eldest of the Valkyries. I was both a demigod and a goddess of old. In proper human history, my story and praises were sung in the poetic Edda and Volsunga saga. I am an avenger who once loved Sigurd, only ended up taking his life, followed by my own. I am Brynhild, a heroic spirit.
Hey, we got Bryn on our squad. Woot, 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 woots. Oh, that's for summer. I just realized that's gone. Hang on a moment. Huh. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Now it's back. But that's quartz. Woot! And another section done.